custom as another fresh batch of customs comes out. Oh boy, we've got another 5 customs to do today. Again, I try not to overwhelm myself with a bunch of customs, so I could easily get out loads of more customs, but I know some of you guys don't want me to overwhelm myself, so I try to tame it. Anyway, we're live. Hey guys, welcome back to LEGO DC Supervillains Custom Builds, and here we are again, another awesome, exciting LEGO Custom. And today, continuing on the customs LEGO DC Supervillains Custom Builds, there's no, of course, than Jane Foster from the MCU. So, yeah, inside we go. Now, she's very different to how she is in the comics, from what I know anyway, because in the comics, Jane Foster is supposed to be a nurse. But in this, she's more of a science student, and she's fascinated by what's going on in the MCU universe. And what I mean by that is, like, she's been noticing strange anomalies or strange things happening. So she's been trying to figure out what's going on. Not to like the level like Iron Man or something like that, but you know, early on she just tried to figure out what's going on, and that leads her into S.H.I.E.L.D. They're like, you shouldn't. That's classified. We don't want you getting involved with some classified stuff that you shouldn't know about. And they make a deal with S.H.I.E.L.D. that she gets to be a. I don't know if she's like a. She's not like. I don't think she's a part of it. I know Selvig might be more of a part of it with S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, basically what I'm saying is, I think Jane Foster's group, which is Jane, Darcy, and Selvig, join forces with S.H.I.E.L.D., but they're not S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. I think Selvig might be the closest thing to they're like, in what's those deputy S.H.I.E.L.D. agents? You know, those type of. It's like a type of person where you're like representing S.H.I.E.L.D. You guys are type of. If that makes any sense, that's what I would see those 3 characters as. I mean, Jane and Selvig have more reasons being there, while Darcy's just basically Jane's buddy who follows her. What was it, student intern or something like that? Anyway, the chat spiked. Let's take a look. We've got Guy. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name, but welcome. Hi, super welcome. I was wired or weird in YouTube. Okay, today is Godzilla Day. Okay, interesting day. I didn't know if that was an actual thing. But let's start things off with Jane's hair. Now when I'm doing Jane, I mean I'm not doing Ether Jane, where she was infected by the ether. And since Lady 4 or that version of the character isn't out yet, we're not doing her yet either. So we are just doing what we know. The last time we see her is in Endgame, which I'm curious to know how that went out. Was that recorded? Was that footage made in Dark World, or was that extra piece of footage in Endgame? Who knows? But here we go. So let's start things off with the hair, and it's kind of like a wavy hair. It may be the wind, but that's what I got on the shot. Goes with that flustered hair of hers, and her color, I want to say second darkest brown. That's just my style, how I'm having it. And then onto the head, this is going to be a 49, so locate number 49. And of course she's played by the awesome Natalie Portman. Now, I know Natalie Portman gets a lot of hate from the Star Wars franchise, but I don't think she deserves the hate. She did what she was asked to do, and she played her part pretty well, in my personal opinion. I mean, yeah, she was a bit... when I say played it pretty well, I mean, like, yeah, she was... The acting is kind of hokey, but it was more the direction. And in MCU, there's a fine role of what she's given with. So I have no problem with Natalie Portman as an actress. I think she's fine. I just don't see why she deserves all that hate she's getting. Well, it's not a lot of hate, like modern day, but it's more like that secluded hate. Let's take a look at the chat. Make Loki father. What's that from? For Honor, Godzilla vs. King... Wait. Released today in theaters. Okay. Make D-Sad from Zack Snyder's Justice League cut. What is it about that thing that's that big Zack Snyder cut that's happening? Ever since it's been brought up, everyone keeps talking about it. It's either very good or very bad. I'm inclined it's bad. Make Raya... What's she from? Or he? Make Steppenwolf from Zack Snyder's Justice League cut. Let's say we're on head now. That's 49. And facial hair. Let's take a look at the shot. That's going to be, to no one's surprise, darkest brown. Lip color, there is none, which again makes sense for someone in the field of science. The arms are basically your standard issue jacket arms, so blank, darkest brown, and then of course hands, human skin. Torso is preset torso, this will be Vandal Savage. It is because where she lives, she's wearing like country type clothes, or farmhand like clothes I would say, so that's what she's going with. So dark brown, Vandal Savage. And then the hip piece, I guess I could leave the dark blue one, that also fits with where with her color palette, I would say. So we'll have dark blue for the hip piece. And animated series, Joker legs, dark blue there. That'll be fine. Personality, this is going to be red heart, standard health, voice 5, target module, mercy grays. Basic speed animation is going to be cool. And then onto the abilities. Tap square for the fighting, lunge attack is a 2. Tap circle is your detective mode for obvious reasons. Hold circle is going to be, I want to say, a drone access. And then onto the X button, single jump as of now. Grapple gun, I don't think she would have one of those. She's got some connections with the Intel, but I don't think she's going to have like some sort of fancy pants gadget that she pulls out. I think that's more of Selvig's type of thing. Technology access, in a way, yeah. Because the more and more she progresses through the MCU, the more tech savvy I think she will get. Wall climbing, well, she has been known to climb on top of the houses in her town when she's chilling around. So if you want to go that route, kinda. And in Dark World, she has been exploring a bit more. Again, I feel like the further and further she progresses, the more of more independent character she becomes. That's what I'm seeing anyway. Make Maleficent from Angelina Jolie's movie. Okay. 2U has HBO Max. Okay. Really, that Stephen Wolf is still main villain from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okay. Scroll on down, let's see. X-ray vision goggles, again for obvious reasons. Tracking, illumination, stealth, and graffiti. That is, and again, an optional thing if you want to throw that in there. I would say maybe you could use it as a hair dye product or something. There is optional ways you can throw that in. Basic information, she is a neutral character. And wouldn't join any of the... Well, maybe... hard to say, but maybe I'll say GCP... I want to say the police. I don't want to say Justice League either. We'll say neutral, so no affiliation. And there we have Jane Foster done. I mean, I know she's on the good guys, but she doesn't really take part of a team. I mean, the closest thing to a team she's part of is S.H.I.E.L.D. And I think that's more like someone in... like a deputy firefighter type thing, you know what I mean? Hey Lucas, who you want to see next main villain of the MCU? I've had this question before, and it's either Kang or Doctor Doom, because I don't want Galactus, because part of me wants Galactus, but I realize you can't have Galactus without Doom. So if you need, and what I mean by that is like, what I would do is either Doctor Doom as the Loki type villain or have him as a main villain. And if you have him as the Loki type villain, then make Galactus the Thanos type character. If that's not the case, then Kang being another Thanos type character as the big bad there. I can't think of any other villains apart from those ones. But yeah, those are my options. Tap square for the fighting, hold square lunge attack, tap circle tactic mode, hold circle is your drone access and you can detonate it as well. There we have ourselves Jane Foster from the MCU. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, smash that like button. I heard Kang is now in the MCU. He is? Okay, then that takes away that theory. Anyway, that'll be all from me. I will see you guys in just a bit for the next video. We have 4 more customs to do today. Up next on the list is none other than Jane Foster's partner, which is Darcy Lewis. And the way I always see her is she's always got her beanie on, so that's how I'm going to do her when I do her next. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in a bit where I'll be doing Darcy Lewis from MCU. And I know she's also in WandaVision. I'm not sure if Jane Foster's in WandaVision. Personally, I don't know, because I know WandaVision is the same as the MCU, but do they have as much money put into the MCU shows as the movies? I don't think so. So I'm not sure if they'll be able to get all the big actors like Jane Foster in those, so I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I know Agatha Harkness is on there. She's on my list. Possibly Galactus is overreaching antagonist in the MCU. Yeah, I would like to have Galactus, considering we now have access to the Fantastic Four in the MCU from the purchase of Fox. So that hopefully we can get that. Anyway, that'll be all from me. I'll see you guys next video. I'll be doing Darcy Lewis from MCU. Like always, peace.